Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SuddenlyNinja, and you're watching a shiny new episode of In the Beginning. I've returned from holiday, which was very nice by the way, and also the reason that I didn't get to put out a video last week, I simply didn't have the time to make something beforehand and possibly have the result be not up to standard, so I decided to simply skip that week. But no worries, this week I'm back and we're taking a look at Bulb Boy, which is an upcoming indie point-and-click adventure horror game by two Polish developers whose names I will be showing on screen because I'm afraid I will totally mispronounce them. In Bulb Boy, you literally play as the Bulb Boy, who has probably earned his name because of the enormous light bulb that serves as his head. Bulb Boy plays as a traditional 2D point-and-click adventure game, which will feel very familiar to the older gamers among us who've played titles like Monkey Island and Grim Fandango, but it basically means that you are able to pick up a lot of items in the game world and combine them in often silly ways in order to solve the puzzles that are thrown at you. As you might imagine, being a boy with a light bulb for a head carries some big advantages. Not only does your head light up, it also emits heat and electrical shocks, and it can potentially be unscrewed for use in other places, effectively making your head a multifunctional puzzle-solving tool. At the time this video was made, not a lot was known about the story, as the developers have only released a short playable demo on their website, which I will link in the description below. The story basically revolves around a mysterious darkness that has overshadowed Bulb Boy's old family house, and on top of that, his grandfather and family dog have disappeared, so it is up to Bulb Boy to solve the mystery and find his family. The game makes very good use of the lighting engine, casting believable shadows in all directions based on where you're stood in a room. It's not only the developer's use of light that sets the mood, it's the lack of light combined with the excellent and incredibly creepy music that sets a dark, grim tone for the rest of the game. Based on some of the artwork I've seen, I initially thought this would be a game that aimed at a younger audience, but once you see what the developers have in store for the player, I would probably not recommend playing this with your kids, unless you want them to never ever sleep again. There is not a lot I can say about the controls, as the game's only form of input on the PC is the mouse, and it works as you expect the mouse to work. However, the game is slated to eventually be released on iOS and Android, and I look forward to seeing how the game turns out on those platforms. From what I've seen so far, Bulb Boy is on its way to becoming an exciting point-and-click adventure game which has a strong preference for the grim and evil things that loom in the shadows. The game makes excellent use of the lighting effects and balances the cute and cartoony with the dark and horrifying nightmare scenario. If you're a somewhat older gamer and you've been waiting for LucasArts to get back together and make the next installment of Monkey Island, this might just be the game to hold you over until that time finally comes. Bulb Boy is scheduled for release in 2015 on Mac, PC, Linux, and eventually iOS and Android. That's all for this week. Stay tuned for a new episode of In the Beginning next Friday. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.